Hey everyone, welcome to the playoffs round 1 2020-2021 playoffs midweek review. I'm the commissioner, your reigning champion, joined by Joel Gibson today. Joel, we're a day late. How are you, sir?
I'm doing all right, guys. I went out for some late night Top Golf last night, and I was just not going to be shooting this when I got home. I was wiped out. So thanks for holding for a day. That's on me.
All right, well, Joel, I'd like to tell the league what you cost them. Had we shot last night, I had likely one of the biggest promos that Mr. Modest has ever shot. In the spirit of WrestleMania, my plan was to shave the facial hair straight down and get the bandana, get some glasses on. And I was going to do a Hulk Hogan impersonation, and I was going to call it Buzzamania.
Question.
Okay?
Were you going to get oiled up first before coming on video?
Oh, absolutely. I was going to have the tank top. I was going to walk out. I was, going to do the flexing and everything, and I even had a little impression down. I was going to...
Can we just get a taste?
I was just... okay, on the spot...
Hulk Hogan grunt.
On the spot here, I would have just been like, I'd addressed Adam directly, and I'd have been like, listen, brother, I'm going to come in there Sunday. You're going to regret playing the Buzzamaniac, and, just going at it like that. I would have practiced up, obviously, and maybe even written out a little bit. But I think that it would have been a really good promo, but because we were shooting it after WrestleMania, I was like, yeah, better not.
Well, I have a couple things to say.
Okay.
I did not know that I cost us this. Two, I think that might have been how we finally got some financial backing for these videos. It's really a bummer.
It either would have been the financial backing we would have received, or we would have received a cease and desist letter from Hulk Hogan to never do that again.
Either would have been great, as long as it was just sent to you.
Yeah. Yeah, I could have done the whole ripped shirt thing, had a garbage shirt or whatever. But anyway, maybe we'll see what happens next year. Maybe we'll get that, or perhaps I even cut a little promo if everybody wants to see it. I'll give it a shot, do a couple takes, and post it. But Sunday, it would have been absolutely hysterical. I was thinking about it all week, so I had some good stuff. But anyway, back to the reason we're here. We'll get right into these reviews real quick. The first one's gonna be my matchup with Adam. Currently, it sits at 6'5". Adam just recently took free throws back. Randall apparently can't miss a free throw lately. I gotta say, I am very excited about where I am right now. Wednesday, as late as Wednesday, maybe even into Thursday, I was down 10-1 in this matchup. I stuck with it. I'd been cycling, and now the injury bug seems to be hitting Adam a little bit. He did make a mistake yesterday, not activating Lowry before the 1 p.m. game started. That could cost him because Lowry went 7 for 8 from the free throw line, had a couple threes. So in all the areas where we're very close, Lowry could have helped him yesterday. He even shot 50% from the field. So keep that in mind if it gets down to 1 or 2 threes, if it gets down to, point some odd percent for free throw percentage. Ball going down is probably Adam's biggest problem that he's dealing with right now. We have no idea what's going on with that hip. It's the same one that kept him out for that extended period of time. He has been moved to the out designation, so I expect Adam to throw him on the IR and cycle in that spot. Adam has used 8 acquisitions. I have used 10 so far. So both up there, both over what we should be at. Now, 8. Technically, Adam is on pace. He still has 1 per day for the remaining 6 days. I do not. So I'm hoping for Harden to come back. Brogdon missed the triple-double last night, but I will say that I'm rounding into shape here. I like myself still in this matchup, and I feel a lot better than I did Wednesday night, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, this has been a tremendous fight back. You were down, like you said, 10-1. It looked dreary for you. But here you are. You're up halfway through this matchup. One thing that I think is going to be huge is free throw percentage. Right now, it's sitting within a 0.5 percentage point.
Yep.
You look at Adam's team, and there's no one who's really a drain on his free throw percentage. I don't think you're going to have Harden for this matchup.
I know. I hear you.
You do have a Drummond, and you do have a Wendell Carter, and you do have a Kelly Oubre. And those guys all kind of concern me about their free throw percentage. I think he's going to win that cat. And it's going to come down to either field goal percentage and one of your teams being hotter than the other, or threes. And they might just go hand in hand, really. But it's super close. Adam's team, we're not going to give him any excuses being down 3 guys on Sunday because you've been down guys all week. It's super close. I am going to pick the champ. I do think that now that you have momentum at the right time in the matchup, it's harder to steer it back after the halfway point.
I agree. And one last thing to Adam. What you gonna do, brother, when Buzzamania runs wild on you? Woo! All right, next matchup. We've got the surprise here. I'm going to go with the 8/1. Neiman's team is crashing at the wrong time. I am blown away, been the best team all year, beat me towards the end, showed that he was the best team, and now Collins down, LeBron down. He had to drop Ibaka. He did drop Eric Gordon at our suggestion, I believe, before this matchup started. But he promptly filled that IR spot with Gordon Hayward. And I gotta ask here, being down this much, why is he housing Gordon Hayward when he might not even be around in the second round unless he's planning to keep Hayward moving forward? And I'm just not sure. That's my biggest question mark here. Biggest pluses is Cody's team is performing. He's got 99 threes right now, right this very minute. As far as assists, high. Rebounds, high enough. Field goal percentage, good. Free throw percentage, Cody's still competing in. Not only is Cody winning 8-3, he's competing in the categories that he's not winning, except probably turnovers and triple doubles, which he needs neither of them at this point.
Man, it's an unbelievable story. No offense to Neiman, but I think we all would have been surprised to hear Neiman was the number 1 seed going in. If you said that at the beginning of the season that Neiman was going to be the number 1 seed, I think everyone would have been surprised.
Yeah.
It became clear quickly that he was good, but man, just huge guys down at the wrong times. LeBron, Hayward, those guys were so huge, and now Mason Plumlee, it just seems like it's really a crapshoot whether he's going to play, just like any given night. And I can't remember if you mentioned this or not, but Neiman has used, 8 ads?
8 ads, yes, and I was just getting to that. Yep, go ahead.
Man, 8 ads, and Cody's used 1. This is unbelievable.
Yep.
In a matchup of Jokic versus Luka, somehow Luka is just pulling it out. And honestly, I just don't like the idea of playing Luka. I would like to see someone else take out Cody.
Not nearing the playoffs, not like end of season Luka. No way. I want no part in that. And I'm just glad I'm on this side of the bracket from that. We'll see how it goes. But this is definitely the best performance of an 8 seed that I've ever seen in the playoffs, and he's likely going to get the 8/1. It was kind of funny. We'll wait till the end, and I'll make our final 4 point that we made. Next matchup, we'll do your matchup, Joel Gibson. Go ahead.
I want to make one last point about Neiman versus Cody.
Yep.
If I were Cody right now, I would be changing my team to We Believe. Like he's reminding me of the We Believe Warriors back in 2006. You remember when Baron Davis dunked all over Andre Kirilenko?
Yeah.
And then raises his jersey and shows off his pot belly?
Yeah.
That would be my team picture. Just the Baron Davis pot belly.
And it's truly insane because Cody's focus this year was to build for picks for next year. And he is competing now in what could be a championship run this year. Now, is it going to happen? Probably not. He's got 2 bigger hills to climb, that's for sure. But shout out to Cody. This is definitely going to be a historic win if he pulls it off. And right now, I don't see any situation where he doesn't pull it off.
Yeah, and he's also housing Oladipo and Klay Thompson, which are very droppable guys.
If he needed to, he could drop either one. It'd be fine.
Yeah.
Next matchup, like I said, we're going to get into yours here. You versus Eric. The thing that sticks out to me here is Eric had a 30-rebound night from Cantor, and he's still losing rebounds on a big man heavy team where I believe Eric said just before you were not going to get rebounds from him. I believe that was said, and it might have even been said on the video.
I think he said you're going to need rebounds. I don't know that he said he was going to win it, but I'm pretty sure he said you're going to need rebounds, implying that I can't get them. But here I am, big boy. Throw your 30-rebound Enes Kanter fucking career game. I'm still up, and I should be up by 20 rebounds. What the fuck? How does Kanter get 30 fucking rebounds?
Literally a tenth of your rebounds right now. You have just over 300. A tenth of your rebounds was by one player, one night.
That said, there have been some really nice spots on my team. Nerlens Noel with multiple 4-block games. Sure, he's not throwing a lot of points, but man, he's swatting shit all over the motherfucking place. I love that guy. It really has made me feel better about the Robinson thing. I've also been down Jeremy Grant. It hasn't fucking mattered because Jason Tatum's gone out there and thrown up a 50-burger. And then Levine inspired threw up a 50-burger. It doesn't fucking matter. We're coming. I've been making really nice ads, and this team is just throwing defensive stats all over the place. People should be fucking worried because you know why else? I got me some Jarrett Allen, and I love this guy. Man, I just been wanting a Cleveland guy all year that was worth something. And he's probably the only Cleveland guy actually worth something. He's on my team. He's coming back this week, and he's just going to help me boost that double-double cat, which, by the way, I'm sitting at fucking 13 going into Monday night.
Right.
Let's fucking go.
I will say that Garland has been very serviceable for Adam as far as a Cleveland player. He's been very good because I've been playing him.
He's been serviceable, but I would say that Jarrett Allen has had top 30, top 40 moments this year.
Sure, absolutely. Absolutely. I just wanted to say it's not all abysmal on Cleveland.
It's rough.
In case it wasn't clear, I believe both you and I are taking Cody in the last matchup. I think we're going to be pretty similar on this matchup. I'm going to stay with you. I think you're going to win. I just don't see, even if he gets rebounds and steals, he's going to need a triple-double. And like you made the point to me earlier, I think you're more likely to get a triple-double than he is. So I'm going to have to stay with Joel Gibson winning. Big week, and just hope that Levine and Tatum didn't blow their loads too early there, Joel Gibson. That's all I'm saying.
They're just getting warmed up. Don't you worry about a thing. I'm going to take myself as well in this matchup.
Yeah.
It's tough for Eric. I'm not saying it's out of the realm of possibility, and I would be supremely pissed off, but it's just tough. The categories that maybe I shouldn't be winning, I am winning, and the categories I'm not winning, I just don't give a fuck about. Go ahead and hit 1,000 threes. Go ahead.
All right, in the last matchup, we have, not really a surprise to me, we have always a bridesmaid, never a bride Simmons against Doug. Simmons just has too many injuries. It's a shame for him this season, as he was heavily favorited towards the start. Doug putting up some monster numbers. Man, the Final Four is going to be tough. And we were talking about this on the Messenger a little bit today. It has been one of the most competitive playoffs so far that I've ever experienced. Top to bottom, 1-8, 2-7, 3-6. There's nobody really pulling away except for the 8-1, in my opinion. So it's absolutely crazy what's going on. Doug has been without Turner, so that blocks numbers a little low. And like I said, he's shooting almost 90% from the free throw line. On a blocks-heavy team, shooting over 85% from the free throw line is crazy town to me. I don't understand how those two line up. Jimmy Butler has been sensational. The Heat are on the rise. Keep that in mind. And Simmons is actually winning points over Doug here, but it's just not going to matter. Doug, he's winning, and I don't think that he's going to give up this lead. I think we see him in the Final Four.
Yeah, Simmons definitely drew the short straw for worst first-round opponent. It's really tough facing a very solid Doug team. And you mentioned that Doug's blocks are low. Dude already has 37 blocks. Like, that's him without Turner.
Yeah.
He could very easily be at, 50 blocks right now.
And also keep in mind, Zinger's been on and off for him. Kawhi's been in and out for him. There are a lot of players. Kyrie not playing. Schroeder not playing there, or at least getting ejected, I feel like, twice in this matchup. Has it been twice that he's actually formally got ejected? So many things. And I even think Jimmy Butler missed a game as well. And that's also saying Larry Nance is also on his IR, who can be serviceable when he does play. Now, I don't know as far as what his status is long term. I haven't really looked. But if he gets him back on top of it, Doug is no joke. And I think that he's going to be the large mountain that Cody's going to have to climb in the second round.
Yeah, I agree. Unfortunately for Simmons, who most of his picks I really agreed with.
Mm-hmm.
I liked the Michael Porter Jr. at the end of the season. Chris Paul has been really good and steady, just as always. Zion Williamson is just a monster. Embiid, when he plays, monster. Just tough break. Doug is going to take it, and there's just not much you can do at this point.
Yep. The last thing I do want to point out is if things were to end today, the Final Four would be myself. Still big asterisks there. I'm not saying I won this matchup by any means. But it would be myself. It would be Joel Gibson. It would be Doug. And it would be Cody. If after the draft you told me that the Final Four this year was going to be you, Doug, Cody, and myself, I would have called you absolutely crazy. We had Kyle and Simmons as both favorites. I said that you would have likely got there because you always seem to get there, which is frustrating for everyone in the league. And I would have said that Doug also would have gotten there, and he made a bunch of moves to make himself better. So you two aren't really a surprise. Seeing myself and Cody in this situation, there's no way that I would have picked this. My first pick was at 74. And I don't mean 74 after the keeper rounds. I mean 74, the 74th pick in the draft after the keepers. Okay? I should not be here. I have no business being here.
I don't like adding to the fire, but 2 of those picks didn't work out for you. They flamed out hard.
Yes.
LaMarcus Aldridge and Kemba Walker.
Yes. Both traded for great value, though. Both traded for great value, and I would like to point out that I also turned Blake Griffin into some value after everyone was giving me shit about adding him at $13. I then turned him into some value. So my trades have been a large reason why I'm here. There's no doubt about it.
But you could have $12 more of free agent money if you hadn't spent 13. But
that's fair. That's fair. That's a fair point.
That said, it's been very impressive. Both what you and Cody have done this year. It gives me hope about next year for me when I have no picks.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, looking back at Cody's roster, he and I made a trade earlier in the season where I ended up getting Brogdon and Wiseman. Wiseman done for the season. Cody keeping Brogdon could make him a championship caliber team if that trade was not done. I'm just saying, looking at it through that lens, but then you get the argument, does he make the trade for Beal? You know, all these things have to happen in a continuous season, and that's just it. It's a long season, and you can build teams, and I think Cody and I are great examples of that. It doesn't matter where you're drafting, see Simmons and Kyle. So, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter. It's the season and adaptability. And I think that's what's great about this league. You can draft from anywhere. You can go 0-5 to start. See Cody this year as well. And you can truly build a team that at the end of the year could see you advancing in the playoffs. You just have to play the right people. And a lot of it comes down to health. You know, there are so many factors that go into it. You're never out of it. And that's one thing I really love about this league. And everybody being active, everybody trying, it really makes for an interesting league. So I just wanted to throw that out there. It's a perfect example this year of where you have a favorite like you or Doug at the beginning of the season. You guys got here, but you both made trades to make your team better. And you had to get here. You had to go on a monster run at the end of the season to get that 2 seed to be in the position you're in. Doug, you know, he got off to the hot start. We had him, and then he kind of lost a few games there, and then he bounced right back towards the end of the season. It's just there's so many different storylines to follow. And so I'm just really glad we've done these videos. I always go back and watch them. Especially in the off season when there's nothing to do. I'll go back and watch them, and it's a fun ride for sure. But I just wanted to throw that out there. We will be back Sunday. It's the end of the matchup, so I'm not letting you out of a Sunday video. I don't care if you have to play Top Golf and...
Oh, I'm in. I'll be here. Had it been end of matchup, I wouldn't have given a fuck.
Right.
We would have shot.
Excellent. All right, well, anything else from you, Joel Gibson?
Good luck, Brandon. And I was going to wish Eric good luck, but never mind.
Good luck to Adam the rest of the week. He and I have really been going back and forth. It's 6-5 right now. Categories are flopping. It seems like every single day. Watching my matchup has been pretty exciting, unless you're me or Adam, who are literally like sweating bullets all the time. Every single day. The wire's been crazy. It's been a great playoffs. I just want to thank everybody involved so far. And we'll see you guys Sunday.
See you Sunday.